When I started learning English, I did something really funny. Every time someone spoke English, I tried to translate every single word in my head. It was like I had a small translator living inside my brain, and it was always late.
Oh, I know that feeling. Like someone says, "How's it going?" And you're sitting there thinking, that means, how is it going? And by the time you finish translating, they've already walked away.
Exactly. I always felt one step behind. And the more I tried to translate, the slower I got. It was like driving a car with the handbrake on.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Translation is like a handbrake for your brain. It slows everything down.
So today, let's talk about how to stop doing that. How to think in English naturally.
Yes, because when you think in English, everything feels easier. Speaking, listening, even writing. You don't have to wait for translation. It just flows.
Okay, but before we go into tips, let's answer one question first. What does think in English actually mean?
Good question. For me, it means this. When I see something, my first thought comes in English, not in my language. Like if I see a cup, I don't think "kaikok" first. I just think cup.
Right. It's not about being fluent or smart. It's about training your brain to use English as your first language in small situations.
Exactly. You can start with small things, your thoughts, your routines, what you do every day.
You know what helped me? Talking to myself in English.
Talking to yourself? You mean like out loud?
Yes, at first I felt a bit crazy, but it worked. I'd wake up and say, okay, what do I need to do today? Brush my teeth, wash my face, make coffee. I just said those small things in English.
That's a great idea. You can practice English without needing anyone else.
Actually, I used to do that when I cooked. I'd say, okay, chop the onion, add salt, stir slowly. It's simple, but it makes English part of your daily life.
Exactly. You don't have to wait for a class or teacher. You can live in English even when you're alone.
It's like building a small English world around you.
I love that idea. Build your English world. Because thinking in English isn't just a skill, it's a habit.
Yes, that's the key word, habit. Thinking in English is not something you can learn in 1 week. You need to repeat it again and again until your brain gets comfortable.
So let's talk about how to build that habit. What's the first step?
Step 1, start small. Don't try to think about deep topics in English right away. Just use English for simple things, like describing what you see.
For example, if you're walking outside, you can say in your head, "The sky is blue. It's hot today. That dog looks happy." It's simple, but it trains your brain to use English words naturally.
Yes, when you do that, your brain stops translating. It starts connecting English directly to images and feelings.
That's true. When we were kids, we learned our first language that way, not by translating, but by connecting words with things we saw.
Right. So in a way, thinking in English means becoming a child again, curious, simple, and open to learning naturally.
I like that. Okay, what's next after small things?
Step 2, use short English phrases or chunks. Don't try to build each sentence word by word. For example, instead of thinking, I need to go to the store, just learn the phrase, I need to go to the store. That's one full block in your mind.
Yes, because when you memorize whole phrases, you don't have to think about grammar so much. You just use it. Like, I'm not sure. That makes sense, or I don't get it. They're small, but very useful.
Totally. I remember once I learned a phrase, you know what I mean? I used it everywhere. It helped me sound natural.
Yeah, that one's powerful.
So yeah, phrases make English faster and smoother. Then, step 3, describe your day in English.
Like journaling?
Yes, journaling or just thinking about what happened in English. For example, before bed, you can say, "Today I woke up late. I felt tired, but I still went to work. I talked to my friend. It was a good day."
Simple sentences, but all in English.
That's a nice way to end the day, and you practice thinking without pressure.
Exactly. You don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to keep your thoughts flowing in English.
You know, sometimes people say, "But I don't have enough vocabulary." What would you say to that?
I'd say you don't need big words to think. You can think simply. If you don't know a word, use another one or describe it. For example, if you forget refrigerator, just say the cold box for food. The cold box for food. I love that. That's creative English thinking.
Exactly. Thinking in English doesn't mean knowing everything. It means using what you know. And sometimes the best way to learn new words is by trying to explain things in your own way.
That's true. When I didn't know a word, I tried to describe it, and then later I learned the real word. That's how I remembered it better.
Yes, when you use your brain like that, you learn faster. It's like building connections. Every time you explain something, your brain says, "Oh, I need this word." And then boom, you remember it.
Let's add one more tip. Use your environment. For example, you can put small English notes around your house. Door, mirror, window, fridge. It helps your brain stay in English mode.
Yes, visual learning. When you see English words every day, you start to feel the language more naturally.
You can even change your phone language to English. That's what I did.
Same here. At first, I was like, wait, what's settings? What's storage? But after 1 week, it felt normal.
Right. It's scary for the first few days, but then it becomes your new normal. Your brain gets used to seeing English everywhere.
Yeah, and that's how thinking in English becomes automatic. You surround yourself with it.
Exactly. Okay, so far we have start small, learn phrases, describe your day, use your environment.
Right. Let's add one more. Step 5. Stop being afraid of mistakes.
Oh, yes, that's the big one. Fear kills progress.
Totally. When you think, "I must be perfect," you freeze. But when you say, "It's okay, I'm learning," your brain relaxes and you can think more freely.
Yes, you don't need to correct every thought. Just let it flow. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, it's fine. Your goal is fluency, not perfection.
Exactly. Mistakes are part of fluency. Every time you make one, your brain learns something new.
That's right. And thinking in English is really about trusting yourself. You trust your brain to do the job, to think, not to translate.
Yes. I remember one time I was speaking English with a tourist. I didn't have time to think in my language. I just said whatever came to mind. And somehow, it worked.
That's the moment. That's when you know your brain is switching to English mode.
Exactly. It's a little scary, but it feels amazing. Like flying without looking down.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So maybe we can end with this. If you want to think in English, don't wait until you're perfect. Start small, speak simply, and make English part of your life.
Yes, because English isn't just a subject. It's a habit. The more you live with it, the more your brain starts to think in it.
Beautifully said. So, to everyone listening, try this. Pick one small moment today and think about it in English. Just one. And tomorrow, do it again.
That's how habits start, one small thought at a time.
Exactly. Your brain is amazing. It just needs practice, not pressure.
So true. And remember, don't translate, connect. Don't memorize, feel. Don't worry, enjoy.
I love that. Let's say it again for the people at the back. Don't translate, connect. Don't memorize, feel. Don't worry, enjoy.
Perfect ending.
So, if you enjoyed this episode, remember to practice a little every day. Your English brain is growing, even when you don't notice it.
And if you like these talks, don't forget to follow English Habit Podcast. We're here to help you build real English habits step by step.
See you next time, and until then, keep thinking in English.
Bye, everyone.